Welcome to the final video in my Oceania travel series. If you've been following along with this series, you'll know that so far my trip is one of those trips where everything just seems to keep going wrong. Highlights include 2 full days of being redirected all around the world due to delayed and canceled flights, bed bugs at my hostel in Sydney, luggage that went missing for over a week, a phone that went missing forever in Wellington, and the latest fantastic update, getting sick.
I am falling apart here.
At the same time though, through all the chaos, Oceania has been an incredible adventure that has given me such beautiful memories that I will cherish for the rest of my life. And with my final destination of the series, the balance continues between disaster.
This is a very interesting place. We'll get home eventually.
And absolute dream.
Hello from Tonga, or Malo'alele. Please don't hate me if I said that very incorrect. In my nice room now, got some fans going, which is helpful. Might turn them off when I sleep though because of my throat. It's not doing better, but here we are. I've got my Sunday best hanging up. She said we go at 8, but she said it's Tonga time, so 8 means like 8:20, 8:30. I told her, about my throat. She's like, oh, I have pills for you. She said, you take these, you sleep like this, you wake up, everything's fine. So, we're gonna give it a try. First impressions of Tonga are wild though. I love it. I'll share more tomorrow. Good night. Okay, today we are out and around exploring Nuku'alofa. Almost completely lost my voice at the beginning here, so it's fun. The family had 2 bikes I could borrow. One of them was way too big and one of them was way too small. I opted that the way too small one was the lesser of the issues, but as you can tell, I'm already walking it. And I already had one guy stop by and ask me, oh, did something happen since you're walking your bike? That's nice. People look out for you. Yeah, I made it to a downtown area. It's Sunday, so everything is closed. I mean, absolutely everything. They're not even allowed to get gas or anything that is an exchange of money. People are honking at me. But not in like an intimidating catcalling kind of way, just more like a, oh, what's your name? Where are you from? What are you doing here? Like, why? So I feel it's very friendly. I'm gonna walk towards the beach.
The beach area was full of activity, with families playing, eating, and even napping on the grass. However, if you're coming to Tonga, you need to know that bathing suits and going shirtless is not allowed for anyone, including men. So if you're planning on swimming, bring shorts and a t-shirt.
I found a cemetery here. I'm gonna take a walk through that because that's always something that I do because I'm strange.
I know I promised that at some point I'd talk a bit more about why I like to visit cemeteries when I travel, but the short version is, I guess, that I think the way that we collectively approach and commemorate death speaks so deeply about culture, values, and perspective, and I just find it a really interesting topic.
Alright, my friends, hello from Tonga Domestic Airport. I am sitting here waiting on a plane to go to Hawaii. Got my little handwritten thing. This is the part of my trip that's gonna be, you know, chill, sit by the beach for 3 days, drink some cocktails, not do anything else. So, but I hear it's supposed to be gorgeous, and I want to show you guys what it's like. So let's go. So guys, I made it, and this is my gorgeous cabin, or not cabin, what am I doing, fale, for the next few days. Beach view, hammock right there. I think this is gonna work. I think this is gonna be okay for me. They have nice mosquito netting over the bed, and this is my bedroom view. This is it, guys. This is the life. I'm not sure you're gonna be able to get me off this island. There is internet in the main house area thing where the restaurant is and the check-in desk is, but there's not out at our place, which is exactly what I wanted. I need to do a little bit of a digital detox. So I'm gonna go grab a beer, post a couple things, check a couple things, come back, be without the internet, and just be with this. Good morning, everyone. Still coughing a bit, but for the most part, it's just the cough that's left over. You know, that kind of cough that stays forever, so it's not going to get in my way, because today is the first day of trying new things. No, I'm not going to sail. I've dragged out a kayak to do some ocean kayaking over to this island over here. Now, that island over there is completely uninhabited. It is owned by the king, so nobody lives there, but you are allowed to visit.
So I cut down on my phone time and didn't really record that much for the next couple days on this trip. But I spent the next couple days mainly just trying new things, like, for example, stand-up paddle boarding in the ocean. There was such rich ocean life, and I kind of regret not recording all the coral and fish. But in order to encourage people to not spend so much time on their phones, the owner of the lodge flies a drone around and takes vacation pictures for you if you want, and sends them to you afterwards. So thanks to him, I got these super cool shots of me trying stand-up paddleboarding.
Hello, friends. So it looks like I might need to make a video about how I get back to Norway as well. The mainland for tomorrow, where I need to go to catch my flights back to Norway, has been canceled. They said that they're going to try to get a flight out on Friday so that I can get there in time. Well, I'm not really trusting that. There's also a ferry I could take tonight that'll get me there. It's an overnight ferry. That's probably the smart thing to do. I'm going to call my insurance in a few hours when it's open in Norway, when my logical side is saying, yes, take the ferry, just cut the time short. It's, at 11 o'clock tonight, and just get back. There's a part of me that if everything is covered, then I want to see how it goes. Trying to get back. I'm having some wine, enjoying the view, and I'll figure it out. I'll be back in Norway eventually. So I decided on the ferry. I sat too long on the phone with my insurance and didn't get a clear answer. So it's like 10:30, almost 11 at night. This is not our boat. Our boat's gonna come after this, and then it's gonna be here for like 2 hours before we set off. Who knows what time we're gonna leave. This is a very interesting place. We asked where to buy tickets. They said this office. We go to this office. They said no, not here. And then we go back, and they said yes, this office. Then we go there. We don't know where to buy tickets. We're gonna ask the people on the boat when they come. But for now, I've made new friends. We've got a guitar. We've got some music. We've got some entertainment, and yeah, I'm just gonna wait on these dogs. We got some dogs that are walking strangely. Just gonna chill. We'll get home eventually. Hey, welcome, magic.
Things were starting to feel weird at this point. We couldn't figure out where to buy tickets. An ambulance showed up for some reason, and it turns out ferry means cargo ship that you sleep on the outside deck of. But we eventually found someone to pay, and I was assured that this is a pretty normal way to travel around in Tonga, so more adventure time.
So I found some deck space. Just kind of camped out here. My backpack is my pillow. And I guess this is where I was spending the night. See you in the morning. Matafonua, Nuku'alofa. News is I managed to sleep. Bad news is it got me sick again. So, I'm here in Nuku'alofa. We made it. The people I was traveling with let me use the hotspot in their phone for like a minute to tell my host that I was going to be in this cafe from 9. I was hoping they would have internet here, but they do not, so I can't keep them updated. But I hope you got that message. I'm just going to sit here for a while. I am drenched in sweat. It's like, yeah, it's 9 now. I have no way of communicating right now. I got a iced coffee, which here basically means a coffee milkshake. A bit of a moment here. They won't let me use the Wi-Fi. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Made it back. It's my host's place. I just walked. And I'm sitting in front of a fan, drinking straight from a coconut. My host is gonna take me to the airport office to sort that stuff out. Let's hope things go smoothly tomorrow as I set off back to Norway. We'll see. Cheers.
After some much needed rest, the next day it was finally time to go back to Norway and say goodbye to Oceania. My journey back home took me to Auckland first, and then the rest of the way looked something like this. And to my big surprise, absolutely nothing went wrong, and I got to Oslo like 5 minutes early. Thanks for closing out the series of Oceania with me. I know that the production quality isn't great in these first videos, but I'm so glad to have this series done so that I can finally get the channel up to date and let you know what my next big adventure is. Stay tuned.